Fighting Spirit Wrestling fans. I am longtime independent wrestling fan Robert. And before I go any further, I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I sure hope that 2015 will be another tremendous year for Fighting Spirit Wrestling. Because 2014, folks, will be a tough act to follow. Immortals Holiday 4 was everything everybody expected and maybe even more. We kick off with, first of all, legendary ring announcer Steven DeAngelis kicks off the show. And he ring announced the night as we had a pre-show matches, the debut of Ace Maravilla defeating Selfie Josh. Up next was tag team action as we saw were they called Sons of America? I know they're two brothers. I didn't get their last name. As they defeated the Neighborhood or Neighbor Good Watch Heroes. Then was on to the main show as we saw Premier Athlete Tony Nese defeat David Finlay Jr., the son of WWE's Finlay. Up next, the Ends, Cyrus defeated Rex Lawless. Then Juicy Proc come out and talked about they issued an open invitational, and out came the FBI, Little Guido and Tony Mamaluke, and they had a tremendous match which saw the Juicy Product defeat the FBI. Up next in a three-way matchup, we saw Magma defeat Benny Martinez, accompanied by his brother Manny and Flawless Blake Morris to be crowned, not only crowned, but to win the vacant Primero Championship belt. In a four-way women's match, Kimber Lee defeated La Rosa Negra, Sammy Pickles, and Sumi Sakai. I wonder where was Hania the Howling Huntress, who was supposed to make this a 5-star match. Hopefully there'll be a 5-star women's match in the future. Up next in a number one contendership match, the Ends leader, Ian Aldwin, collided with Man of Steel Mike Verna, and early in the match, Verna had bled. Leon Mason and Cyrus came out only to be have their intervention intercepted by Joel Maximo and Chris Rex. And eventually, I think Aldwin bumped into the referee. And to the shock of all, PJ Stackpole hit Verna in the back with a chair. And basically, the crowd could not believe what had happened. And Aldwin eventually capitalized, and he scored the pinfall, and now is number one contender to the heavyweight championship, and Aldwin and Stackpole shook hands. Up next in a chaotic, crazy TLC match, the Opposition, Superstar Whiplash, and Jason Nevins defeated Omega Black's Malice Oceans and Greg Jones, Certified Sexies Gino and Nutrius X, and the House of Pain's Nick Payne and Hakeem Ali to become 3-time FSW Tag Team Champions. It was so crazy also with Suntan, Dashing D. Weatherford, and Sasha X getting involved. From there, old Saint Nick came from the North Pole, and he had given everybody gifts. Among things that were given out, well, I got something. And it was too sweet because it was the 3-disc NWO DVD. I forgot when it came out, but I'm glad I have it. Eventually check that out. Eventually Big Daddy Dre from the House of Pain came out, and he wanted to have a match with Santa right there. And even Big Daddy pushed the referee around as well, but eventually Big Daddy attempted an avalanche in the corner. Santa, he started pulling out the Dusty Rhodes flip flop fly, if you will, and then Santa took off the hat and the beard. It was none other than Colt Boom Boom Cabana, and it resulted in Colt Boom Boom Cabana defeating Big Daddy Dre. And then in the main event of the evening, Talon challenged indestructible Joey Tell for the championship in the last man standing match, and whew, among things, Talon eventually got his hands on Etel's pipe. Let me see. Eventually, Etel brought a window pane or a pane of glass, set up on two chairs. Ian Aldwin and PJ Stackpole distracted him with the contract, and Talon eventually put Etel through that pane of glass and bled from the back. I think eventually Talon brought a barbed wire bat into play, and he eventually Etel had gotten hold of it, and he wow. Etel eventually picked up the win, and he's still the heavyweight champion. Personal notes time! It was great seeing Melissa, Mike, Jairo, Miguel, Christian, Dee. Does that make you happy? Like Sheryl Crow said, it can't be that bad. What else I remember seeing? Oh, Emilio, Birthday Boy Antonio, Justin, David, Elena and Joel Maximo, Shane, Steve Forge. Dang it. Ugh. I forgot. Who else do I remember? Oh, Jasmine Tejada. Stella Negron. Damn, who else I remember seeing? Troy Thompson. Okay. Well, here's one memorable quote. He can't be a jobber. He's not a trained professional. Matt Capo, when the crew was chanting, "You're a jobber" at David Zubin. Well, Vince Russo was advertised, but for some unknown reason was not in attendance. One thing I'd like to definitely address right now, Elena and Joel Maximo. I don't know if you're ever planning anytime soon to get an even bigger building to do the shows in, or if not, and this may sound like an odd question, but if you thought about maybe having bleachers put in the building to accommodate the rising attendance show after show. That building can only contain so many people. I don't know, it was nice seeing Jennifer and her boyfriend Omar. Hope they enjoyed the show as much as everybody else seemed to. My arm started hurting from celebrating the opposition's tag title win as Here Comes the Hot Stepper was playing. Man, you two guys really deserve to be where you're at, and hopefully other promotions will take notice as time goes on. Fighting Spirit Wrestling kicks off 2015 with Kill 'Em All on Saturday night, January 24th. I would like to see the opposition and Julius Smokes against Suntan, Malice Oceans, and Greg Jones. I'd like to see Rex Lawless against Leon Mason. The new Primero champion Magma one-on-one with Flawless Blake Morris. Crap. Still like to see Big Daddy Dre against Malta the Damager. Oh. Well, I'd like to see Juicy Product if they are going to be at future shows. Maybe see against other top-notch tag teams. Like to see them eventually against the Young Bucks. Maybe them against Hit Squad if they ever team up again. Or maybe, I don't know what other tag teams from the past or present Juicy Product could face. Ooh, boy. Now that PJ Stackpole has aligned himself with The End, I still think maybe they need a fourth wrestler to complete that group. And boy. Well, I think that will do it. And 2014 was a banner year for FSW. From the rise of Mike Verna to Ultimo Dragon to Chavo Guerrero's Juventud Guerrera. Oh boy, I can't remember what else. Oh, other stuff that happened in 2014 that was so great. But definitely, like the actually, let me see. Like a certain, like that song says. Let me see. Oh, whoa, not that one. Hold on. This song reminds me of what FSW is all about. I gotta sing this one at karaoke someday. Hey, feel free to dance. You know the word?